stands up, walks from the room, never knowing how soon the ribbons of his life pulled by the moon turn around, the car in the lane turn around, the car in the lane. All my lines, all my waves, ribbons of energy locked to the poles. In decades past, years to come, all those lines flip where they're from. All those lines flip where they're from. All the lines, all the waves, ribbons of energy locked to the poles. In eons past, ages to come, all those lines flip where they're from. All those lines flip where they're from. He stands up, walks from the room, never knowing how soon the ribbons of his life pulled by the moon turn around, the car in the lane turn around, the car in the lane.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is a Ghastly Statement from the Rounding Off Affinity Gaming channel on YouTube and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Back with an evening with Fire Emblem's Three Houses. I gotta tune in my mic volume here really quick and make sure it's not too loud for you guys. Just give me 1 second. So hopefully that's not too bad. If anybody has any feedback on the audio levels tonight, let me know. Got some feedback last night that some people wanted the volume turned up, so I tried to take care of that and tune it in a little for those people's preferences, so we'll see how things fly tonight. So this is a fairly new release on the Nintendo Switch. We've been campaigning on this for about the better part of this week. We're going to get back into it tonight. This is a turn-based tactical RPG, if you have never seen the like. It's the last night of gameplay in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Tomorrow we'll be hitting the Variety Switch and dropping onto something new. So last night's session kind of took an unexpected turn. I actually really wasn't absolutely certain that I was going to stick with this game. The initial outing was about like 2 hours of just a lot of tutorials and a lot of cutscenes and lengthy dialogue. I just wasn't convinced that it was going to go well. I played Fire Emblem on the 3DS, and that went fairly well. I felt like on the 3DS it was a little more tactical and a little more focused on combat. This one really surprised me with a lot of the really deep metas and story elements that it had in place. But I kind of figured that out after the first couple of hours and kind of understood what the patterns were a little bit more. So we're in between battle right now. There's this monthly calendar that you go through, which has all of your kind of team building events and your opportunities to wield some influence. So we have, as you can see, a good amount of that to chug through. So as you can see, we have the better part of the month to go through before we're up at the next battle. We're in this exploration phase in between combat. So what this whole segment is about, it's about you kind of building up your team and gaining greater influence on them. Growing your house is a big part of the game. Recruiting students to your cause. It's a very, very, very Harry Potter-esque themes going on throughout.
I desired fresh air. True. I have a favor to ask.
And then in between, you have to visit these characters to get different quests. So part of the game is a little more split now between not solely engaging in combat and fighting turn-based battles, but also leveling up as a professor here at the Officers Academy, or Hogwarts as I like to call it. Did I pass Hilda?
Professor, your clothes are a bit dirty. If you don't pay attention to your hygiene, the girls won't like you. I hate when my clothes get dirty.
And I don't know why, but there's this heavy emphasis on being attractive throughout the game. I haven't exactly determined exactly what the romantic hooks are.
Welcome.
Okay, so we don't have to buy weapons there because you can go into the buy weapon queue kind of at any point in time via the menu.
What do you require?
So this is new. So now, up until now, they've been giving you battalions. And now, I guess they want to give you the ability to hire them on your own. So I think the first thing I need to do is replenish the ones that I have. Because like I said, I deselected it. No battalion to replenish. So let's go ahead and hire another one.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
So each of these guys has different unit strengths. So the group Flames is a special skill set fire magic that affects a wide area.
Everything we can.
And then you assign them to a particular character. So particular characters have the authority trait or skill set and do better with troops when they're placed at their command. We're just going to hire the one battalion.
Thank you.
No, the only thing I don't know about that is there's no way to tell what the enemy forces are going to be like, right, in the next coming battle. So I chose to just hire one battalion.
In the battalion,
But there's
you
really-
can find various
Really don't have
battalions
any idea whether or not that's
that
going to be enough for the next
Church
mission.
serves. We're allowed to hire them if we so please, so you should familiarize yourself with the guild whenever you have the chance. Naturally, battalions lose endurance as they fight. If you visit the battalion guild in the market, you'll be able to replenish their endurance.
So one of the dynamics is I'm now about 6 hours into the game, and the game is still throwing tutorials at me. If that gives you any kind of a sense for for the depth of the game and its complexity. Now again, we don't need to stop at the item shopkeeper because that's something we can do at any point.
Say, that's right. I hear that Lord Lenato served the King of Fargus's older brother when he was younger. Something like that. He already had status and prestige, so why raise a rebellion? I guess it's none of my business.
What?
Calm down. Report to the choir coordinator. So mission objective icons can be seen around the outer ring. That's what I'm using to determine where I need to go.
I've heard whispers about Lord Renato. They say he's a very kind and gentle lord. Why would such a kind man suddenly raise an army? Oh, Professor, you were working late last night, weren't you? You shouldn't overdo it. A ghost might rise up from the well to get you if you stay up too late. Or so I'm told.
What?
I have a favor to ask of you. Oh, you want me to join your class?
I have not yet been successful at recruiting
I'm
any
having
students
so much fun in my current class. Sorry to
to the house that I
disappoint you.
chose.
To be honest, I felt a bit lost here at the monastery. At a loss for what to do. Thankfully, a sweet young girl reached out and offered her help.
I believe she's Sedith's little sister.
But we're gonna keep trying.
You think I would be a good fit for your class? I'm not sure. There's still a lot
Ah.
to learn from my current class. Sorry to
One of these
disappoint.
days. I guess this has to do with... Seems like it has to do with my need to recruit more types of units.
Professor, about this month's assignment, raising an army against the church? Really? Though it looks like we won't be fighting, it's still quite unsettling. My understanding is
that the
Lord
assignment I
Rhodes
gave them?
rather quickly.
Maybe it is.
Really?
So we were talking a little bit about this last night in the chat, and
We are truly blessed.
a couple of
with
us
how fertile
agree
the
that
monastery grounds are. Every day there's something new.
the
to
foreground
find.
character details are really good art.
Hi, Professor. Did you need something? I've actually got plans, so let's talk some other time.
Sorry, I just want to clear up some of those alerts. No good fortune recruiting there. The streak continues. Spotted who dat?
My savior, thank you.
So I need to see if that's consumed any, so still no activity points. I guess I have to select students to participate. And all of these things kind of formulate stronger relationships between you and your
Let me
students.
sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Ferdinand is my highly arrogant student.
Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
Nice. So it's very much kind of mining and farming for influence and loyalty. What I keep comparing it to is Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a lot of the kind of
He's killed. I don't know.
chores that you have to do in that game, but I feel like
Huh? You're inviting me to join your class. I'm really flattered, honestly. But I still have a lot left to learn in my current
I don't know, that stuff in Red Dead Redemption 2 always made me feel very worn out and haggard. It just felt like a great deal of busy work. And this is definitely busy work too. Oh well.
Thank you so much for your help.
Another quest done. And you get stuff. So that did consume an activity point. But I'm not done. The problem now is I don't know for certain What other quests I might have. No, 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 no. Okay, so there are some quests over here. And you can fast travel. I don't know why I can't click into the ground floor, though. Right, I can always go to the second floor and then go down.
Well,
these appear to be critical missions. You get whatever ingredient this is here first. And swing back and find out what this critical mission is. Manuela.
Did you hear? There's news of someone in the kingdom raising an army. The kingdom, the empire, the alliance. They do love a good war, don't they? Spilling the blood of young men and women. And for what? Just to enjoy the horror of it?
See what quest she
Would you
has
be
for
so
me.
kind as to do me a favor? I simply
Alright, so it's like an
must
auto
thank you,
boost.
Professor.
And now we are out of activity points, so we can go ahead and finish exploring for the day. And what I'll still be able to do, yeah. Ooh, not motivated, huh? It's a little worrisome. Well, let's see if we can get Ferdinand motivated. Okay, let's boost his sword skill.
I appreciate your coaching.
So why is his motivation down? I don't understand that. Huh. It's weird.
I appreciate your coaching.
Oh, I see. Okay. So they only have enough motivation to get through a certain number of lessons. Okay. Gotcha. So you get 4 sessions with each student. Okay.
I still have much to learn.
So that was heavy armor. And we'll work on her sword skill next. Hey, Scarlet Baby, how you doing? Thanks so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Give you your own personal soundboard to herald your arrival in the live stream. Queen of Darkness, because you're always up so late streaming. Thank you very much for I know you do that on purpose because you know those sound alerts scare the heck out of me. So I notice you do that as soon as I look away from the screen. Okay, so we just boosted her. Then we will work on her faith, which is a weakness.
I'm improving. Thanks.
So she appreciated that. She was not as demotivated as my other student was. So I think I'm going to hold up here with the direct instruction. So how you doing tonight? It's not on purpose, I promise. So how late were y'all up streaming last night? I say last night, I should say this morning. Thanks so much for swinging through, by the way. I know you're in pre-production mode as y'all are getting ready to go live here later on tonight, so I do appreciate you taking time out to swing by. And I know usually you only have like just enough time to get yourself ready for your live stream, so it means a lot that you cracked a few minutes off to come spend some time in here. Till 3 a.m. Not too bad. Tonight we are having a lit stream. What are y'all's plans tonight? Let's adjust some of these goals. 2-hour prep. Wow. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it takes me that long if I'm shifting stuff around, if I'm transitioning from one system over to another, or shifting from one streaming PC to another box. Sometimes it takes days, actually, so I get it. And beers. Very cool. Drunk stream. I see how you do. Alright, so let's set some goals for her. I think we will shift her focus. So is 9 up, or is he still sleeping? Okay, so let's shift her to heavy armor. And sword. And shift her to that custom focus. Right? Yeah, she's on custom focus. Yeah, he's still in bed. I'm jealous. I slept in myself till about 9:30 this morning, which is never happens. I couldn't even say that's highly unusual. That's just like I never do that. But I was up with y'all till about, I guess, 3 o'clock my time. And I'd gone throughout the week on about 2.5 hours of sleep, messing around, trying to get this house ready to sell. So a lot of times I will go to sleep like that and still get up at my regular time, but I couldn't do that last night. Alright, we'll change up him as well. Shift him to riding. And still have him work on Lance. Scarlett says, love it, we had a fun stream last night. How's the selling going? You've been up later and later lately. The house just got on the market Friday night, very late Friday night. It's Labor Day weekend, so actually a lot of people most shoppers will stand down from house shopping over a holiday weekend and just enjoy their holiday, and then we'll come back at it Tuesday. So I'm hoping, well, if we get a hit, then, I'll certainly prep the place for somebody to come view it. I would just as soon have time to game and live stream this weekend, because I'm rolling from my current schedule into my September schedule. So tonight would have normally been my last night in the current segment, and then I would have been off Sunday. But in the month of September, my schedule changes, and so I'll live stream Sundays and Mondays. So this weekend, I'm actually rolling from the end of August, the last stream of August, directly into the first stream of September, tomorrow night and Monday night. And I actually have a lot of stuff to change over. So, also, what do you think about changing your badge to a VIP instead? Yeah, that is something I haven't done. I have not set up VIP badges. Are you talking about my badge in your stream? Or are you asking me about VIP badges on my channel? Because I haven't enabled VIP badges in my stream, I don't think. Which is one thing I have to do. I have sub badges, and then I'm waiting on my emotes to get approved. Yeah, that would be fine. Are you saying you don't want me to be a mod? And then we'll just go ahead and auto-instruct from here. And then we'll just go ahead and begin the lecture.
May I be asking a question? I am appreciating your answer.
I don't know why her English is broken like that all of a sudden. I didn't think she's been doing that. Weird. But yeah, Scarlett, if you want me to wear a VIP badge instead of a mod badge, I mean, that's fine. I may be misunderstanding you. There's a lot of these things with affiliates and all this stuff that I don't understand yet.
That's my impression, at least. She is certainly talented. No doubt.
Help me out. Help me out.
But I wonder, what is your opinion of me? I am quite talented too, am I not? Be honest. Do not hold back. Pretend that I am just a regular person, not this scion of a noble house.
This dude is so arrogant.
Evenly matched? Me? With her? I was just being modest before. Honestly, I've always prided myself on being superior to Edelgard. But evidently, that is not your perspective.
So Scott says, no, necessarily. Mods is a little more work. VIP is more of a very important person in stream, which you are, which means no work. So I'm trying to tread very carefully, because I'm not sure.
Underestimated my abilities. You think I could ignore such a slight upon my honor? Not likely. Come, Professor.
I mean, I can do either, Scarlett. So I guess
we will begin with battle. Edelgard's skills and
so with your guys' stream times, right? Like
just the other day, She defeated a demonic beast without.
I mean, you guys are typically going live
Well, anything
when I'm on,
I can do better.
on a night that I'm on,
The time. Professor,
and then
you can be my eyewitness and timekeeper.
by the time I'm done, you know, if I stay up for support, I can only afford to stay up for like 30 minutes to an hour.
It will be fine.
So I do like coming in modding when I can, but
I can't do it.
but then 9 is always your mod too. So like when I show up, often there's not a lot for me to do, because you have 9 and usually at least one other mod in there. So I mean, if you need me to do something for modding, I'm certainly open to that. You know, beyond just showing up, you know, some nights and hanging out for 30 minutes to an hour. So I don't want to not be a mod if there's things you need me to do. You know what I mean? Like if there's stuff you guys need me to do, just let me know. We'll just leave it then. It's good to have more mods, and I do appreciate when you're there. Okay, well, very cool. I appreciate it. I understand. I get that my time that I can come by and mod for you is limited, and I wish it was more, but we are as separated by time zones as we can be and still be in the United States. So,
I'm closing in on
you know, and then I work a regular 9 to 5, so that exacerbates it as well. But I will do what I can. I will certainly try to do what I can. And then on top of that, you guys aren't the only. Why can't it be the same time around the world? Right. Well, and then the other thing is your guys' channel isn't the only channel I mod for. It's one of at least 4, I think. So sometimes I have to hit some of those other channels throughout the week too. What is this? No, these are just the results of everybody's studies and leveling up. Of course, we do. I appreciate that. And like I said, I do seriously. I mean, you are, for all intents and purposes, you are a partner level streamer. So, again, the fact that you are making time to come by and swing through, I really appreciate that. Okay, so exploration is done, right? Oh, wait, did it shift days? Flock. Let me go. I can't even get back to that menu. Whoa, what the? What is she doing here?
You have spent quite some time in here, engaging in such idle chatter.
I haven't. I've been exploring the monastery. Don't even try that.
Moment left to waste.
9! Am I also partner level? You're my partner, 9. My partner. Wakanda forever! My man. How you doing tonight, 9? You were just getting scathed for still being asleep. So your ears must have been burning.
Forgotten. I don't believe that is the truth. No, it is more likely you were dreaming.
Thanks a lot, 9. I appreciate those bits. Let me give you some ducks right back at you. Y'all throwing bits, but I got my soundboard right here. I can clap right back. Coming in here messing with me. How you doing tonight, man? Did you get some sleep today? I know I'm giving you flack, but I am actually concerned about y'all's well-being.
I'm studying here so I could be the best there is.
Okay, cool.
Just like
Good, man.
Captain Gerald. Do you think I've got it in me to be a top-tier mercenary, Professor? I'm going to work a lot harder than all the fancy nobles around here. I can tell you.
My stream woke you up. Did my stream volume wake you up tonight, Nine?
Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time.
I have it on the loudspeakers.
I'm the only other person here who's learned from Captain Gerald.
I heard someone say partner, so I thought they were looking for me. Yeah, so interestingly enough, my microphone volume in Windows was set to 54%. Just randomly, I don't know why. So I did boost that up, and now I can boost up the in-game volume a little bit because my microphone volume can get up over it. So thank you very much for your feedback last night. I do appreciate you. I know sometimes when people come through, and because I spent so much time on the technical aspects of my stream, I know a lot of times people come through and give me feedback, and I try and watch my body language. I'm sure sometimes I roll my eyes. So if I did that, I do apologize. The Scarlet Baby says, ha. Dynamic says, I knew it. Much love. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. It's hard. I mean, you know this because you're on the boards yourself a lot. It's hard because a lot of times people come through and they give you input, and it's just their personal preference, right? There's nothing wrong. Like, and a lot of times it depends on what speakers people are listening to too. The Scarlet says, okay, I have to go get ready. I hope you have an amazing rest of your stream. Thanks for accompanying me while I drink my coffee. No, I appreciate it. You can always swing through. We can have a evening vampire coffee together. Yeah, when it comes to streaming, there's a million things that could happen. Right. And when there's the tough thing for me is, so when there's something that's like definitively, like unquestionably, like it's a thing, that feedback I appreciate. I mean, I appreciate all the feedback. The hard thing is when somebody comes through and they have their own personal preference, right? And they give you that feedback, and I'm like, and so it's tough when people come through and you're trying to decide, is that a real thing, or is that just their personal preference?
Precisely why true nobility is well respected.
Scarlet says, okay, LOL, I like that. Yeah, Scarlet, if you're up and Nine's still sleeping and he's trying to get his rest because he's got a lot of hard work to do, and I'm sitting in here drinking coffee, just roll through.
It would seem that your reputation is on the rise. Even Lady Rhea has taken a liking to me.
Look at all that hype.
It's a shame I am not in your class.
All damn
But I
emotes.
suppose I am content with my current arrangement.
I'm trying to get my, I'm waiting on my emotes to get approved. Of course, I got my, I think, so I have all my sub badges. I have all my sub badges in. But my emotes, I'm waiting on approval. Of course, I got them the Friday before a long weekend, so it's going to take at least the 48 hours, but probably will take a bit longer. Because Twitch folks take vacation too. But yeah, like I've had, and I get feedback on my YouTube channel as well. But like I had a guy, I was doing a review for a capture card, and I had a guy come through my YouTube channel and say he saw screen tearing, and I was like, really? I was like, I didn't see that. Can you tell me what time index you saw that for? And he didn't respond, and I'm like, come on, bro. So, like if you're gonna make a claim like that and then you can't tell somebody like where it is, then I'm like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm like, well, I don't really know.
Oh, Professor.
I know that that's really real or something I need to expend my time chasing, right? So.
I have to go.
But no, you caught a real derp. So then I was able to track it down this evening while I was doing pre-production. So I appreciate it, man. So now you were asking me about WoW Classic the other night, Nine. Have y'all gotten into that, or are you planning to? Thank goodness for fast travel in this game. I don't know why I can't fast travel to the lower floors, though. Just seems really funky weird. Let's boogie down to the first floor. Oh, I may have derped that because I assume that symbol was the first floor. It may have actually been the second floor symbol. And probably was. Yep. Now where is this thing? Does he have an eye patch?
Did you hear? There's news of someone in the kingdom, the Emp spilling the blood.
Oh, level up! C-class in swords now. Learn the combat art grounder.
The glory of progress.
So hopefully that will be a new combat art that I'll be able to use in the next combat mission. I don't think I need to see the crest analyzer again. Here we go.
Castle
Geralt.
Gaspar, eh? I've been there once before, many years ago. It was by request of the son of that family. Christoph, I think it was. I have a request.
Level up. Ooh, there's an E plus before you can go to D. Now I can use lances. Very interesting. Find Geralt's lost item. Must be time for church. Gotta find a bulletin board. I believe there's one up here. Yeah, that's not even lit as a symbol on the map. Seteth's office. There we go. There's a bulletin board. Why's that glowing? No, I'm not finished exploring. Weird that that would be. Oh, that's Gerald's lost item. We didn't even have to go to the bulletin board. Quick and easy.
Thanks for your help.
Training from this person once per week. And why would you put the menu item up if you know that I can't use it? And we can go ahead and finish exploring. Let's instruct manually. Not motivated. Let's instruct Petra. Heavy armor.
Your guidance was greatly useful.
She likes that. And we'll do her swordsmanship.
have understanding. You are giving me praise? I will get more soon.
Maybe she has been talking in that kind of broken English the whole time. Let's work on her bow. And faith.
I have understanding.
Oh, she still has another lesson left. Let's work on her. Is that Lance? Alright, it looks like she might be ready for a certification exam. Let's go ahead and work on Linhart. He's only got 3 lessons in him. Also work on his heavy armor.
It is a long road to mastery.
Didn't really like that. That's fine though. I don't think there's an actual morale model for the trading. I think it just depletes the amount of lessons that you have available, regardless of whether or not they like the investment in that skill. Didn't like it.
It's a long road to mastery.
But his morale still went up though. Brawl.
Tell me, am I achieving anything yet?
Trying to toughen you up, son, because I know you're a mage. Adjust some folks' goals. So I already adjusted Dorothea's. Let's adjust Petra's. We'll switch her to flying. And axe. I'm going to leave Bernadette's. I adjusted her goals before. Let's change out Edelgar's. Yeah, she's not on custom focus. So we'll put her on sword. And flying. And that's all. I will custom direct. Just let the computer decide the remainder. So Ferdinand buffed up a little bit in Lance. We'll go group tasks. And then To puts to auto instruct. We'll just begin the lecture.
Professor?
I'm having my coffee. You're very cool. Yeah, sure. I guess he didn't like his assignment. Very cool, man. So what are you drinking for coffee, Nine?
You seem not to like me for some reason. I do not have any issues with you.
You don't have issues with
Oof, really? I put these two together?
Let's just do our assignment, okay?
Great.
All right. I will do what I can.
Satisfied, Ferdy? Then you can take care of reporting our results.
I am sorry. I was not focused. I was too distracted wondering why Dorothea hates me.
Drama. This thing plays like an episode of the Vampire Diaries.
Enlightening.
Nice. Picking up some combat arts. Sword prowess. Good, good, good. Oh, really? Edelgard's birthday.
Thank you.
She's a cheap date. 200 G's for flowers. Okay, so before I go out exploring again, let's go ahead and try it. But I can do that. I guess I can do seminar mini battles. Maybe that's why she made that comment about me not sleeping well, too. So much to do in this game. New registrants at the Battalion Guild. I'm not going to worry about that. What's up, Dogue?
What the?
Easy. There's actually nothing to do up here. It's really surprising that they would bother putting a level up there with nothing to do. What is going on? Oh, this is button push? Okay. So used to all the doors auto-opening.
Impressive. Here to train? You really are as hardworking as they say. Spoken like a true hard worker.
And we'll continue buffing the sword.
Here to train? You really are. I'll take it, if I must.
So it's like that, huh?
Huh. Not mine. Don't know whose it is.
Alright. Probably belongs to somebody with a large physique. Often finds themselves in fights. Hubert.
Something about this situation doesn't feel right. Why would a minor lord raise an army against a foe he cannot possibly hope to defeat?
Nope, I'm not giving you gifts, Hubert.
Something about this situation that why would a minor...
Even within the Knights of Saros, Catherine is the strongest. By a large margin from what I've gathered. Why not seek her out as a sparring partner, Professor?
Catherine, Her skill is impressive, I'll admit. So is her sword. But I think she's hiding something. Nobody knows anything about her past. You should spar with her. She's strong. Stronger than you are, I'd bet. Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique. I might like to become your student someday.
What?
But not today.
Ugh. I can't recruit anybody to save my life. So let's see if she's willing to spar now.
You really are as hardworking as they say.
Having a hazelnut coffee, very cool. We already did training, didn't we? That's probably what took off that activity point. So is that, did you make that yourself, Nine, or did you grab that from somewhere? She didn't really have anything to say.
Hello.
Hello. Streaming on Twitch with a mixer meeting. I know. I'm rocking it, huh? I've got merch, man. It's got to be worn. I can't. Just because I don't stream on Mixer right now doesn't mean I can let it sit in the closet. Scarlet made a pot of coffee. Oh, very nice.
Right.
My coffee pot is put away, so I made instant. But once I get to the new place, well, I guess. Actually, I think I got rid of the coffee pot. I've got two. I guess I've got this single thing that oh, so you can do choir practice anytime. So I guess I made Ferdinand sing last time. But yeah, I've got this thing that makes like two, like...
Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention, but how loud is too loud?
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Alright, well that still caused us to level up and gain a little XP. Even though, not too sure that those two did well or that they enjoyed it, but as long as it continues progressing the army. What? Professor D has, oh, it has increased, so now we can do even more in between battle. Wonderful. More money though. That's cool. Let's see. So there actually isn't anything left to do on the map, or my activity points are zeroed out. What's this game about and what's in the cup? I am also drinking coffee. Which is normally what I do every live stream. So yeah, this is like I said, this is just instant. I have a thing that I think makes Keurig cups that makes like 2 cups at a time, and that's what I'll be using mostly at the new place. I'll probably put that down in the studio so I can just make coffee right there and just step over and grab it. This game, man, so this is a turn-based tactical RPG called Fire Emblem. So there's been a number of games in the series. I've only played one, and I didn't. This is this JRPG stuff, man, and it gets really, it's really dank. Like it's cryptic and hard to understand, and I just the one that I played on the 3DS, all I came to understand was the combat. I didn't really understand that much of the story, and I definitely don't understand whether any part of that story bleeds into this one. So all I know is you're playing some kid of a former captain of a bunch of knights who was stationed at this academy. So it's kind of a little like Harry Potter and Hogwarts. My favorite game ever is actually the first Max Payne. I am a gamer who doesn't really like the 40 to 80 to 100 hour like game with like 99 bajillion side quests. Like, I typically like to sit down and play a story and play it in a accomplishable amount of time and then move on to the next thing, because as you know, I like playing a lot of different games. So Nine says, oh man, I love that game, it was so dark, and part 2 was awesome too. Yep, bullet time changed it. It did. And Max Payne, like, I love Max Payne so much. Max Payne was one of those games that, I mean, I keep up with a lot of gaming news, and so again, just like I play and just like I stream, I don't really fixate on one game to track through its whole development thing. Max Payne is a game that, like, from the first time I saw that game, I was like, I read every news article about that game, every little bit that came out about its development, and I bought it on the first day. That game was only about like 8.5 hours, but I absolutely loved it. I love the story that it told. I love the character and the tragedy. I also like Max Payne 2, and I love the bullet time. I really wish playing Max Payne was the first time that I thought about what the technology of live streaming could do and what it could look like, because I kept going to work and trying to explain to people how great the game was, and I couldn't get anybody to understand. Like, unless you saw the game, you really... And I was like, I just wish I could, like, record myself playing the game and, like, you know, put that out on the web somewhere for people to see, or, you know, post it somewhere so people could follow a link to it. And so that's a lot of the reason I live stream now, is because, along with the blogging and podcasting and stuff, when I talk about a game, or even it helps a little bit with the podcast too, because the co-hosts will, like, when we make the agenda, they'll see, oh, you know, Agascles is playing this game, and they'll go take a look at it. So it helps facilitate that conversation, that discussion of what the game is. Man, let me teach these students some ish. It's weird to me that, like, there are people who are not as powerful as Edelgard who have leveled up a lot more. In fact, she's the worst. She's literally the worst. Let me flip her back to Axe and Authority. And then I got a couple D pluses here to work on. So let me flip Hubert. He's working on Reason. Let me have him work on Faith. He's working on Authority. I'll have him work on Heavy Armor. I think everybody is schooled out. Oh!
That makes things difficult.
What's up, dude? Oh, because he didn't do well.
I will humbly reflect on this.
That actually worked. I really didn't think it would. So we'll keep working at the swordsmanship. That did well. Good job. And then Lance. Caspar is the only one who feels like doing anything else. Can work on Bow. And Reason.
Thanks for your help.
He's still got another lesson in him. Let's do Faith. So what this, so like I said, so now you are like this professor at this officer academy where both nobles and regular citizens attend, whose parents can afford to send them here.
Teacher.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. And so the way the game is modeled around you being essentially a commander, and there are 3 houses. You hit a point in the story where you pick one of the 3 houses to align with.
Satisfied, Ferdy. Then you can take care of reporting our results.
I am sorry. I was not focused.
Again?
I was too distracted wondering why Dorothea hates
And so, in the given course of a month, you'll have a number of campaign battles that you have to fight, sometimes 1, sometimes 2. And in between the campaign fights, what they do is you play this meta game of being a professor at this academy, and what you see me doing most of some nights, actually, instead of fighting battles, is oh, next you get another combat art. Is you go around and do all these activities throughout the school. The activities help your students level up in their skill sets, learn new powers. You go on quests to increase the loyalty and bonds between you and your retinue. Your class, your house, your class of students is about 9 to 12 different students, so it's a fairly good-sized squad. Yeah, let me not do that. Let me do these other things first, because I don't know when my time to control my own fate is going to run out before they thrust me into battle. So I'll teach this seminar. So it's all really about... last night in the live stream, what I talked about, it's akin to, is it's really, if you've ever played Madden or NBA Live, even FIFA, in those games, a lot of what I like is,
This is good for something.
especially in Madden, I spend way more time in the off season than I do. I mean, not necessarily more time, but what I really like in Madden is the off season and recruiting and building your team out and changing your depth roster, and then playing that season and seeing how the team unfolds and how they grow. That's a lot of what this is. These times in between battles are very much kind of like your off season, where you can invest in certain players and bump up their skill sets, change their goals and objectives. So, that's pretty dope. Let's go hire another battalion. So I'd already assigned one to Zeus. Oh, does she already have a battalion assigned? Yes, okay. So let's assign one to Hubert. We'll give him the infantry.
Great to meet you.
And that's all I'm going to hire for now. And none of them need replenishing. Let's go to the armory. I already have a steel sword and iron shield. Okay, so I want to manage this based on durability. And I've been letting durability get down into the teens. So Ferdinand could use a replacement for his iron lance. So we'll switch him to mace. Okay. But I can't, so I'm gonna have to equip that for him in another screen. Does anybody else really? Petra could use a new weapon. So let's switch her over to Iron Bow. I could definitely use some more ranged characters. Nice. I think everybody else is okay. Allows units to take the certification exam for a beginner class. Sure. And then why don't we do an intermediate seal? Okay, and we will hold up there, I think. Haven't unlocked the blacksmith yet anyway. So let's see who can take certifications. Now, I'm already a fighter. I don't... No. So I don't have any more exams open. What about Edelgard? So she's currently a noble. I could shift her to a Myrmidon or a fighter. Let's shift her to fighter. This class can use some magic. I'm going to shift her to fighter, though. Axe, bow, gauntlets, high strength. Sam tests one of these skills. She's got 5 beginner seals.
As expected.
So now that gives me another fighter in the retinue. And change her over. Nobody else is ready to take the exam. So that works. And then let's just go out on mission. Mogdred ambush. Let's help the Knights of Cero suppress Lord Lenato's rebellion at Castle Gaspard. You are told not to expect combat. The deep fog at Mardred Way sets you ill at ease. Well, of course there's going to be combat. Game save. I need to figure out where I can go. I don't know if you have to purchase a flying steed or what.
There's no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
What about me?
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
One must wonder why Lord Lenato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Dusker.
I don't see how there's any way that you're not going to be involved in this fight. I can't tell exactly how they're going to have this unfold. I hope I don't have to send my battalions into battle and then wait for them to be losing to engage.
But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution.
Ouch.
Speaking from the Church's perspective, we simply passed judgment according to our doctrine in place of the kingdom, which was in complete chaos. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lonato has harbored resentment toward the Church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the Church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor.
Nice!
Everyone, prepare for battle!
Now, I keep wondering when the game is going to throw the curveball at me that makes me lose, makes me less successful than I've been to date. I'm hoping this isn't it already. But I'm sure that the AI, I'm sure that something's going to be rigged to put you in your place at some point. Alright, so I'm taking my entire class. So one of the things I wanted to do... So he's fine. Petra... Nope. Okay, I guess this is fine. It's really their inventory I need to manage. So he's alright. She's fine. I need Petra to arm her iron bow. There we go. Nope. Iron axe. Gauntlets, equipment, and items. Alright, I think she's good to go. I was trying to see if there was a steed category or animal category where you're supposed to buy flying mounts for your people, for your flyers. No, okay, she's got the iron bow. Yeah, so Ferdinand needs to change his weapon out to the mace. I need to look at, for the mages, I need to look at their secondary weapon slot, since they have their primary spell. Alright. Thunder Miasma, Mace, Iron Bow, Iron Axe, Seal Sword. Linhart. Caspar, Bernadetta. Steel Sword, Iron Axe, Iron Bow. Okay, so Petra and Ferdinand were the two that changed out. Dorothea, Hubert. Caspar's fine. Linhart's fine. Bernadetta is fine. Abilities. Oh, so now I've got abilities that you actually have to pick. Alright. Personal class. But all those are equipped. So I'm not having to make choices yet. So I think that's fine. So I don't think I have to worry about their skills until they have more than they can equip at once. I guess that's how it works. So yeah, we're now at the point where we have multiple combat arts to use. Manage combat arts for units. don't see any limitation. Now, I guess when we go over 3, you might have some that you have to arm and some that you have to dispense with. But everything looks fine right now. So I guess what I just want to make sure is that now that I'm managing battalions back in the monastery, because I guess I just want to make sure that nobody has 2 battalions. That appears to not be the case. And nobody's going to reclass. So let's get a game save before we go into combat, in case we get killed. What is support? Review the bonds between units. Okay. I do want to get a larger look at the overall map. Ooh. Okay. So there's a lot of cover here along the eastern side, and then here again up in the northwest, but it's limited. There's a corridor through right here, and then pretty much it's barren from there on out. And I got a game save already, so let's just get into the fight. So all we have to do is defeat the enemy commander.
This fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
That smell. It's fresh blood. It seems the battle has already started within the fog.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
See enemies that are close by. These movements will be cut short if it is interrupted by an enemy. If your allies do not suffer heavy losses, be careful not to let your allies flee. And do I have control of... I may not have control of these units. Church soldier. Right. So the question becomes, how exactly am I going to fight this? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split a northern force up and send them into this tree line here. And the question, what am I going to have the others do? I think what I'm going to have them do is slowly probe forward along this southeast to northwest vector and inch them along, hoping to draw out the enemy, and then when somebody does come out, then smash into them on their left flank with this northern force that's going to be up in here. So that is the plan.
I will prevail.
Put me in there.
That's my cue.
So I'm going to ambush the ambushers.
Stay focused. As you wish.
Now the only thing that's going to cause me a problem is if Catherine and her forces get jumped.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
And I'm too far out of position to help them.
Oh no.
Battle?
Now where is my hero?
Lord Lenato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Really?
No use.
He gets none. Oh. Ally phase. Oh, 31 HP? One shot. Okay. Now again, where is my hero? 'Cause I don't know. Okay, that's him up front. Okay. And has Edelgard's appearance changed? Yeah, I guess it has. She's not in the frou-frou outfit anymore. Alright. So these guys have to deal with this cat. She's got her iron bow. Oh, double attack. Nice. Oh, and she actually looks like she sidestepped as well. So this will take him down. Nice. Alright, let's have everybody close up ranks now. And like I said, what I want to do is I just want to inch along. I don't necessarily want... So I don't even think... I'm going to have anybody proceed ahead of my dude. Alright. So I guess I'll have to command him to wait.
You think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Where's this dude? Whew. Great. So they're somewhere out there in the fog and I can't see them, but they're still within range to conduct ranged attacks. Not cool. Oh boy. So what that means we have to do is we have to engage now. So what I don't think I should do is I shouldn't commit both forces to maneuver at the same time, because either one of them could wind up being surprised by something we can't see. So I'd like to roll up the northern force to make them at least parallel with my southern force, but I worry that they may get surprised. Dude has no combat arts. But he's got... Yeah, he can attack with Meyer. Right, okay. Oh, nice. He can attack from that range? Oh! Oh! Hubert. That's a significant range he can attack from now, though. No, don't hit weight. Ouch! Charade. Nope, he just needs to come in here and put the smack down. Oh! Okay, once again, let's have everybody close up ranks. on. So he can do a heal. She's not that badly damaged, though. Is anybody really badly damaged? I don't think anybody's bad enough off to warrant throwing a heal, so we'll just wait. And I think I'm just going to have these guys hold position. See what the enemy chooses to do for a maneuver. Yeah, nice dodge, Catherine. Man, she's leading the smackdown with that sword. Alright, so let's have this, the Northern Force move up, undercover. And my other guys are just gonna wait. Oh, nice. The fighting animations on this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dang. I guess she got tired of that ranged-ish as well. Alright, so we're going to inch the Northern Force up a little bit more. No encounters yet. And everybody else is going to hold position. See what the enemy does this time. Oh, somebody's got a beat on Edelgard, looks like. Oh, good dodge, Dorothea. Nice, Petra. Now they're being really aggressive and moving forward. I'm being a little more conservative. So we do now know where this fool is. Hit him! Ah! The dodge. Curse you. Dorothea. No, I don't know why she's going after him with the, Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could change your attack from this screen. So if she hits him with the Thunder... I don't know why she would hit him with the Training Sword. Steel Sword doesn't do much, but the Thunder will take him out. Let's do that. Ooh. that's what she got. She got him on the double attack after the dodge. Rake up. Alright, we can just end my turn here. Guys just coming out of the fog. Thank goodness for Catherine. This battle would be a little bit more lopsided without that NPC on our side. So these guys are going to fight this battle. So this is Ferdinand. He hit him with the mace. What is Disturbance? Can he cast magic spells? Oh, I think that's my battalion superpower. Nice. He is still up though with 16 HP. Now this is my dude. Steel Sword will not take him out. Group Flames will.
How interesting.
Gambit boost.
Now's our chance.
Oh man, this is pretty Yeah, last night I didn't understand how to change your attacks other than in the item screen. And I thought spells were constrained or limited, but it seems like I've figured out a key tactical element that I didn't realize last night. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move everyone up. Nobody really needs any healing assistance. No one is really hurt. Also, I don't have a really good reason for assuming that these guys are straight ahead on that east to west vector. I'm really just doing that because that seems to be where most of the enemies have been coming from. Ooh, please don't have a magic counter. Alright, so we got a mage straight ahead. I can't really do anything about that guy though. I hate to move up. No. And potentially risk getting overextended, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Oh, can she hit the curve shot? Yes. And he could not counter. So that's a plus. Level up. I didn't realize Bernadetta was a noble. I thought she was a commoner. I don't know how many more ranged characters I can get into range there. Nope. Why is that not available? I don't think she really needs it. So we'll just hold off. Items. Rally. I don't think that's really necessary right now either. Now these guys have hit the limit of their ability to advance under cover. So I think what's most worthwhile now is for them to merge up with the other team and create a single line battle line and just kind of walk it across the battlefield in an attempt to kind of fishnet any enemy troops that are encountered. Ooh, I'm amazed that soldier isn't just done for. Oh! I don't even know where he came from. Out of nowhere. It seems like they're ganging up on Linhart too. Nope. Wow. Taking not insignificant damage, chipping away at me. Nice. Ah! Now things are a bit hectic. So we've got a mage here, soldier, soldier, one dude here. But here we have 3. Who's the weak link? 11, 8, 22. Let's use the characters for this. Yeah, let's use the characters further to the south. Can't attack him. Items. Nope. Man, he was not able to get anywhere within one turn where he could really lend a hand. Actually, he could hit him with Meyer from back there. Hubert level up. Ooh, a ringer. Okay. It's only one guy back there. Mace. Iron Lance. There's a disturbance. Iron Lance. Alright, we'll go with disturbance.
I'll show you a plan.
Battalion go down. Now it's only the mage left. And I'm hoping that has kind of put him into shock for the round.
I'd like to take it easy.
Wind will take him out. As would Charade too, so we'll just use wind. Oh, nice spell. We might be starting a decent offensive push now. And his battalion leveled up. Ah! Huh! Does that actually finish it off? I appreciate this and all, but I really won the fight.
Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son.
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
I really like her taking all the credit. Oh, fight's not over. Oh, it's not good.
You or the filthy central church from the judgment of the goddess.
Great. So we have a whole nother fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10 units left. And we have about 10. Okay, what I need to do is my turn's not over. Alright, Bernadetta. See, can she take this guy out? Set the iron bow options. Let's do that. Unfortunately, he cannot counterattack, so that's good. So does everybody from the southern forces moved? Iron axe. Hold on. Yeah, an iron axe will finish him off, so let's just go ahead and do that.
Lord Lenato, please don't die.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe Lord Lenato has the strength to carry on.
What is she talking about? Lord Lenato's back over there, behind a line of like 7 or 8 different enemy units. Okay, Dorothea, don't do Seal Sword. Seal Sword gets him down to 18. Thunder drops him to 13 now. So let's bring the thunder, Dorothea. I don't know why she had to get that close. Caspar with the battle axe. And that is all he has. Hold on. Oh, Plane Strike will take him out. Now that leaves me with Petra, who is mostly undamaged, so she doesn't even have to worry about healing this round. Now Catherine, she has both units. I don't really like how she's kind of recklessly running ahead. 12 of 31. He definitely needs to heal this round. He does not have a healing potion. Items trade. It says he has a vulnerary. I don't really understand. Oh, because I didn't look at no. I don't know why it said he had a vulnerary in one. Oh, that's Ferdinand. Okay. he's gonna wait. So can he trade his vulnerary to... Nope, doesn't look like he can trade it. Does he need to take it himself? I guess is my other question. Nope, he's fine. I'm fine. He does have a vulnerary. You that. 16 to 25. So several characters have minor damage. But I think everybody that can heal has healed. I gotta figure out how to heal her though. Neither of those are going to manage. I guess it's because Hubert has already moved. I should see if somebody else. It's not letting me get anybody to her to conduct a trade. I think what the deal is that you can't trade with a character unless you're adjacent to them. Seems to be what's going on. So we have some characters who have healing in progress. It looks like everybody else is fairly well healed up. I think she was the only one who was really hurting pretty badly. And none of them really need it. Ah! With the miss! With the dodge. Alright, so I guess this fight is on. Nope, she doesn't have the range, so we'll just pull her there. So he just doesn't need... Let's go ahead and equip his Iron Lance. Other than that, I don't know what else I can do. I hate to push him forward and put him out too far by himself. So I think I'm gonna wait. Oh, my guy hadn't gone yet? I didn't realize that. Oh. And no counter. Man. This is a one-shot. That soldier's hurt, and he's down to less than 50%. Okay, so now at this point, I think this is just let's everybody run at the enemy as quickly as we can. And hope that the northern force can hold their own. Nope. This is winding up becoming kind of a combined push between Catherine's forces, such as they are, and mine. Iron Bow is all that she has, but this will put him down. Boop! Nice. And now let's everybody rally on Petra. What is up? Oh yeah, that's right. My guys to the south didn't move. Wow. She's just going for it. So does anybody here need to heal up? Nah, everybody here is good. None of those guys are archers, so that's good. Oh, she does have an attack available. Did a good chunk of damage, but didn't take her down. Gaspar. Now what will bug me is if I run my troops all the way up here and Catherine takes them all out with one hit. Which means I will have wasted my time traversing this when I could have been traversing up to the north. Alright. Time to let the enemy move. Uh-oh. Come on, Gaspar. Oh, only 5 points of damage, so not too bad. What was that? Oh, I guess he's stunned. Oh! What? Now, we're definitely in, like, the second half of combat. Second half of the battle, so if I lose a character at this point, consider that acceptable losses. Please take him out, Catherine. Just... and you're getting the power up. 93! Lay on the smackdown. Wow, they are 3 on. So I gotta convert. And who is that? That's Bernadetta. He's got 10 left, 33, 26. What is this? Oh, critical hit. Down he goes. Very fortunate and very timely. That may swing the tide of battle right there. Linhart. Who can I assist? I don't know what Psychic does.
Thanks so much.
Oh, they do buff her HP. Hubert. Let's see what we do from here. Petra with the iron bow. So can she hit a Wraith Strike? She could, but it would only drop him to 1. So I don't think that's really necessary. What? I thought I was supposed to take him down to 1. Great. This is gonna take him out though, or her out. Caspar.
I'll be fine.
Oh, are you hurting? Oh, he is. Didn't realize that. Well, let's first see if he has any combat arts that will, nope, it's not gonna do anything for him, and in fact, assault troop. Hit him with assault troop. Oh, this may turn out. It's a 4 battalion gambit. Nice. Dang. Oh, nice, Casper. Whew. Very lucky. Come on, Catherine. What? Dorothea. No, don't hit him with the steel sword. Oh, does she not have... Great. So she can do a Wraith Strike. Wraith Strike. Alright. Come on with that! Sick of how heavily armored he is. Petra. Still looks like it's not going to actually do him any damage. Ugh.
Still raring to go.
He will do no damage. Well, he'll do a little if he does smash. But I think unfortunately what he needs to work on mostly is he's got to heal. Edelgard. So this will actually take him out. So let's do that. Alright, so let's take care of anybody who needs to heal. Petra is okay. Casper is actually okay. Everybody seems fine. I actually have not lost any units. There's 2 dudes left and the boss. So some of my team he can actually hit with that, but nobody who actually needs it. I guess we should have thought about the fact that we could be proceeding here through this bush, which will give us some cover and a better approach. See how the AI responds. Going after the weaker group, looks like. He definitely went after the one with the smaller numbers. Nice, Earnhardt. 18 points of damage on the counter. Come on, Catherine, what are you going to do?
I will be the one to kill you.
Is she going straight for the boss?
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
All right. No. What's that? Guess that's really all she can do. Doesn't appear like she had any magic available. Petra. So this will take him out. Very happy with the fact that I have 2 archers now.
Put me in there.
Caspar. Oh, and he's going to take him out. So it's interesting what the battalions are turning out to be is they're kind of like having an additional super. It's basically what they really are. I don't know. Ooh. Wind won't do jack. Neither will Charade. Why is that? Is he immune to magic? That's going to be a bit of a problem. Hard pressed to believe that he just can't do anything against him. I guess it might be the fact that he's got some kind of a magic resistance. I don't have any other weapons. You can attack him with wind, but I'm actually going to lose hit points in that fight. So let's not do that. She can't get close enough. Oh, she might be close enough to hit the curved shot, though. But he'll take no damage. I don't understand that.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
Blasted armor. Be interesting to see. It's possible I may not be able to do anything against him. Might just be that I just have to hope and wait for Catherine to take him out. Yes, let's do a rally.
I owe you one.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I was looking at the wrong character casting the spell. No, this is not good. No damage. Gosh. Can't afford for her not to attack him.
I'd like to take it easy.
It doesn't look like any of the rest of us can damage him. Dang, even Onslaught doesn't work. Like, what am I supposed to do? He does not have a potion. Dorothea. Petra. Can't get close enough. Betty Boop. Man, like, she just can't do anything. There's gotta be some kind of reprieve. This is my character, right? So that will do some damage. Wraith Strike will do even more. Grounder. And his best hit is Wraith Strike. Oh, really? How does that work? What? Edelgard!
Vile woman. Christoph.
My best student.
Forgive me.
Nicely done. Level 7 fighter.
I never thought I'd see Lenato meet this.
What is up with her laying back when she's got the stinking sword that does like 90 points of damage? Next, I didn't lose anybody that match. MVP. Edelgard. Nicely done. Motivation is maxed out. Alright, save progress there. Very nice.
Damn it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken.
Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster.
What could have pushed Lord Lenato to this point?
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies. If only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lenato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal. Is it? Such a day may come, whether you expect it or not. You should be ready. Really, I'm just like Lenato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated.
Really?
I found this on Lord
Oh.
Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea.
Ruh-roh.
We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect. But the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
Nice.
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea...
So this should be chapter 4, part 1.
This is Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
Wow, 3,000 G's. Ooh. Send him some flowers. You're doing good, boy. What is that?
Our mission this month is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
You must sense that something's off about all of this. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least.
So tomorrow night, my plan is I should be doing. So tomorrow it's the first of the month. We'll be turning everything over, refreshing all my overlays and everything, and stepping off on a new lineup for the month of September.
Garrig Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should.
And we'll be playing a lot of flight sims and space sims for the month of October.
Of course, we must
be testing out some new gear. First of all, the Thrustmaster T-Flight U.S. Air Force Edition gaming headset.
Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Saros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
But before we get into the flight sims, I've actually got a co-stream plan tomorrow.
Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores.
And we'll be playing the original Borderlands. Going through the original campaign, so we'll be starting that tomorrow night. So I'll be off the Nintendo Switch, back on the PC. And then throughout the week, I think he and I are just playing tomorrow night, because then he works during the week. And then throughout the week, then we'll be cutting over to Flight Sims. I'll be breaking out the new flight control system, the Logitech SideTech X52. And once we get into those streams, I will talk about why that was my choice for a flight control system upgrade. She's always creeping me out. Why is she in here?
Hero's relic.
Just hanging out behind me for no reason.
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
Weird. Freaking me out. Oh, I didn't realize that you can just fast travel to the missions. You don't even have to open the map.
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup. I have a favor to ask.
This game is more and more becoming about being a professor at Hogwarts than it is about the actual turn-based tactical part of it. Which is fine, because that just means it puts more of the emphasis on the RPG than the tactical part of the tactical RPG. It's just that it's a bit surprising.
I appreciate it.
That's all you got to say?
A lost item. It doesn't look familiar. Maybe you should ask around.
All right. What is this?
People die in every battle. And it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different. I hope nothing bad happens this month.
Okay. What else? Ooh. A lot of places to go here. We're definitely gonna be hitting the bulletin board and fast traveling for all this stuff. Ain't gonna do it manually. No, I don't need to travel to her. Okay, so I guess I don't actually need the bulletin board. Doing it with the map should be fine.
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances...
Naturally, because you are a child, Flame.
He provided me with some candies.
What?
Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
I'm not the public. I have business and affairs here.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the Divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally.
Really?
That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient
Sounds like a
coffin,
cultish-ish.
but sealed with powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Okay. Nope, we already talked. The heck, witches?
I can't stop thinking about Renato.
I don't know this kid.
I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it. Thank you. No matter what happens.
Buck up, suck it up.
Do my part. Huh? You're inviting me to join your class? I'm really flattered, honestly. But I still
Come on, man. I'm level 7. What's it gonna take?
Hello there.
I know I saw 2 red things in here. Uh-huh.
Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable.
Really?
We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
And we can do faculty training. All right.
Possible.
Well,
Yeah, I need to remember this time to figure out how to get a winged mount.
Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario. Awfully calm, aren't you? I wonder what it takes to rile you up.
Your creepy AF voice, Hubert, is one of the things. Alright, so I have actually expended an activity point, which is good, Petra.
In Brigid, assassinations are many. I have also been targeted, back in the past. The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Okay. You two are also creepy.
class is on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened.
Sylvain.
Professor, I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day? What's up, Professor? You need something from me? Hey, I got a girl waiting. Well, two. They don't know about each other. I mean, can we talk later?
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery's open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
Okay. Seth.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame. No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
What is your quest?
To ask of you.
And that expended another activity point.
Hello there.
So sleepy.
Come on, Linhart.
Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
You two are also creepy when you go into the groups. I don't know why it is that I try and convince myself that I always have to go to the bulletin boards of fast travel. I don't know why I keep screwing that up.
Boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
Ugh.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
What is that all about?
Oh, come on. I'm only kidding.
Okay. Done exploring.
ask a question, Professor?
Sure, Bernadetta.
Wow, you're a genius!
Remotivated.
Professor.
Sure, fine. Huh. Interesting. It didn't give me,
Professor, let me sing for you.
Ferdinand.
Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky!
Casper.
Enlightening.
Ferdinand.
I still have much to learn.
Oh, so your dude does have a voice. I didn't realize that. Thought he was the silent protagonist. Flame.
I'm ever so grateful.
You seem not to like me for some reason. I do not have any issues with you.
You don't have issues with me, but I have plenty with you. Let's just do it.
Kind of wish these lines of dialogue would vary a little bit every time they came to the scene if you're going to do this for an entire month.
Satisfied, Ferdy? Then you can take care of reporting our results.
I am sorry. I was not focused. I was too distracted wondering why Dorothea hates me.
The rewards were pretty much the same, though.
It's clear to me now.
Nice.
Let's put this to the test.
Helm splitter.
Oh, I see now. I work to grow.
Curve shot. Again, heavy on the RPG stuff.
Hey, Professor, what's going on? Okay. Why are we being so quiet, though? Oh,
dude.
Look at that guy. He looks pretty suspicious.
Way to go, Caspar.
What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him. Keep watch. It's so boring. My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong.
Settle down, Junior.
Before he has a chance to strike. There's no time to calm down. I'm just gonna... Oh no. The path he's walking down leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain. If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing.
What?
So I was...
But, because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about. The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. You
Jump with the
prefer
shark.
to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime? Oh, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong. Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.
Oh boy. Teen angst. But yet I guess that was a good thing. The meta is deep. Three more activity points. Now some of this stuff is already read. I'm assuming from the last outing. But that mission is still intact, so that's very interesting. Oh, what is this? Just popped right into my face. Okay.
You'd best keep your distance.
Woot! Level up! Bane of Monsters. That just sounds awesome.
Practice yields results.
Okay. So now we can hopefully go find this red marker, which is unquestionably on this level somewhere. Ooh. I was about to say, I didn't even know that there was a third floor in this thing. Hanneman.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Alright, so we got a gift for that. We can hit up faculty training again. This time with bow and arrow. Well, I'm not out of story points. Progression points. Heading over to the Knight's Hall. I'm not sure that I've even been in this part of the monastery.
All this talk of assassination plots. It brings back dark memories I prefer to keep buried. I doubt there is any correlation, and yet... it is nothing. I am sorry for allowing my mind to wander. My focus should be solely on guarding the monastery right now.
Alright, dude. You do you. Oh. Yeah, there's gotta be some kind of loop back on the map. Well, it's Caspar, isn't it?
Figure out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea.
We already knew that.
It seems like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong.
The note is for an assassination attempt on her life.
Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Reckoning that the university would frown upon that, but whatever. Oh, okay. There's one.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Alright, so we only have about 10 more minutes left in the live stream tonight. I got it. I don't have business here yet. So some parts of these maps are still off limits. But yeah, I'm going to call it a tad bit early tonight because I do want to head over and check out a streamer that I know.
Have you heard? Rumor has it that Death himself has been appearing in Garreg Mach.
Really?
They say he
I don't think that's the
appears
case.
every night and kidnaps folks. I wonder what happens to them. Huh?
Kids will believe anything.
That would be a good fit for your class? I'm not sure. There's still a lot I want to learn from my current class. Sorry to disappoint.
Okay, so here's my dude with the red info.
Monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
All right.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. You don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you? Even so, the Knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
Lance proficiency leveled up. Stop exploring for the day. Okay. And we'll also hit up Hubert. He's already on custom focus, so we'll just let that ride. Bernadetta. Have her work on her lance skills.
Thanks for the help.
I didn't even catch what it was I was leveling her up in. Alright, Caspar. Just gonna work on Authority. Heavy armor.
Way better than expected.
Horseback riding.
Went way better than expected.
And was that? I think that was melee.
Professor?
Sure. I mean, I'm assigning them training goals, but if they come up with their own, that's fine too.
Satisfied, Ferdy? Then you can take care of reporting our results.
I am sorry. I was not focused. I was too distracted wondering why Dorothea hates me.
Skill level up on Ferdinand.
Seems simple enough.
Dexterity.
How long will this take?
Alright, another 3 things to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrett Mock's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
I hope Ferdinand does not want something stupid.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone, to cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable, and the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent. Please, do me a favor.
A tea aficionado. Oh boy. I'll take it. Gain to gift ourselves.
goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration?
Possibly, Lorenz.
That your reputation is on the rise. Even Lady Rhea has taken a liking to you. It's a shame I am not in your class, but I suppose I am content with my current arrangement.
Okay?
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros. Could it be that someone...
Yeah, so I don't understand what the... Like, it says that he has a task or something.
Indeed.
Okay, I just don't understand why the note still persists, because it seems like in every other instance, once you've cleared a thing, the associated note has gone away. Nope, what is that? Another little goodie.
I was thinking... Have you heard of the War of the Eagle and Lion? It was the battle that won the kingdom its independence from the Empire. Even the Church
only
of
like
Seros
every JRPG that I've played.
The King of Lions who emerged victorious. The Church awarded him a crown and the right to govern the Fargus region, backing him in his bid to found the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. In return, Luke agreed to make the Church of Seros the religion of his territory, and permitted them to publicly proselytize across the kingdom. In the 400 years since, the Church and the kingdom have continued to maintain very close relations.
This is double tea leaves.
I knew I could count on you. There's a place that the church values above all others. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
Because we're not going to close those things where it would make sense.
We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
Alright, cool.
Professor, I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
I'm sure that's it.
That's so.
Okay.
Stick with it.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering. Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Faculty training. Nice.
The glory of progress. Professor.
That's so.
Oh boy.
Professor.
No time for questions, Dr. Jones. So these are okay, right into my quarters. That's great. That's good.
Okay?
Nope. This is either a repeat or just a thing that won't clear.
Could it be that someone has...
Won't even let you try.
Hey there.
Out of the way! Boy. Tried doing this before, and it doesn't work. Yeah, there's no way that I have to backtrack all the way back there. Boy. Come on. No.
I hope nothing bad happened.
Right, because we'd been through that already.
We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct...
Thought you were in space. Linhart's still down here.
So, Steve, I found an interesting discovery. I'll need to find it.
Way off. I don't understand why. No. Now, are there 2 left? There should only be 1 now. I'm just gonna go back to fast travel. I don't know, because there's just 1 glitch. I'm not sure that there's not 2 glitches, and I just don't want to stay up too late chasing what is a potential bug. So thanks so much for joining in on the live stream tonight. Once again, my name has been Ghastly Statements from Gearworks.com and the E2KG Network podcast channel on YouTube. I will be back on tomorrow night with some OG Borderlands on the PC. Thanks so much for joining in. If you happen to be watching the archive version of this on the YouTube channel, I appreciate you as well. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can just be alerted whenever I post new content. Until next time, good gaming, good luck, and good night. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.